Peace and blessings, love and light, and welcome to this edition of Redefining Authenticity. It's your girl, Kim Martin Raymond, your toolbox essentialist and founder of Redefining You LLC, where I help my clients to realign themselves, mind, body, and spirit, and also home of the 365-day challenge, where we are on day, drum roll, please, day 300.
I would say 5 million.
We are
300.
we are at 300. We have 65 more days to go for this 365-day challenge. Y'all,
You've been doing it,
doing
girl.
it. We've been doing it. So I am excited that we are finally at day 300 and the real countdown begins
Big
now.
yes. Peace, love, and blessings to each and every one of you. Welcome and welcome back to Redefining Authenticity. My name is Sheronda L. Barksdale, your life empowerment coach over at Authentically Your Expressions, where I'm helping you live your most beautiful, favorable, happy, authentic life. So, how are you today, Kim?
I am good. It's a little rainy and cold here in Atlanta, y'all. The rain has come, but it's that cold, nasty rain, that rain that makes you want to stay in your bed. When I got up this morning, I was fighting against them pillows like, I gotta get
Yes,
out and go into these streets. And it's dark now.
yes.
I have to be at work at 8:30, and so now it's dark. And
Kim, the
I'm
time
sorry,
change?
Old People Chronicles. It changes the clock. We fall back. Daylight savings time is this Sunday.
Oh, this Sunday coming. Because I
This
was like, did I
Sunday
miss it?
coming, yes, the same day that I'm traveling to a state where we already lose an hour, and now we're gonna
Already.
gain an hour. I don't even know how that's going to work out.
How
I'm
that's going?
traveling on that day,
Oh my
so
God.
I'm gonna be I don't know if I'm gonna be 2 hours behind or an hour for. I
Extra
don't know.
sleep, lose sleep. You don't know.
I don't even know.
You're
I'm
going
just
to make it
gonna
rock.
get
That's
up,
all that
and
matters.
that's all. So yes, so
You can make it
yeah,
rock.
it's just it's traveling, but that whole going to work in the dark, and it's just Old People Chronicles. I can't see in the dark, and so it's just more
Yes.
difficult to get to work because and then when it's raining, traffic.
And then when it's raining,
Child,
on top
it's
of that,
yes. Hey, Conda. I hope I'm saying it
peace.
right.
Peace. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome
Yeah,
back.
we
Welcome
just
back.
talking about this darkness and this rain and this cold and this and
Yes,
this
but
and
it's
this.
boot and sweater and leather weather. So I had on my leather today. Yes, I did, and I had on my boots. So my boot game is up to par, and so I was ready. I've been waiting, so I'm ready and not ready, but it's okay. Have my leather
We
on
make
to
it
go.
work, don't we?
Yeah, we're gonna make it do what it do. So yeah,
Yes.
it's good. But I'm glad to be home for the
Yeah.
moment.
I'm enjoying it too. And I have to share, I'm so proud of myself, y'all, that I just got a certification. I'm a certified peer specialist for parents. And essentially, it's kind of what I've been doing anyway, life coaching, helping people empower themselves to do the things that they need and all that good stuff. But now I'll be able to get contracts through the state. So that's what I'm really excited about is, hey, now I can get some actual clients through the state,
Yeah.
the people who really need the help, but can't always afford the help. So that's what I'm excited about.
Yes.
So
Yes.
thank you. I just had to
Congratulations. Woo, woo. Yes. We love that. We love that. Hey, look, everything is about progressing and doing
progressing.
things. One thing that we're talking about this month with the 365-day challenge is harvesting personal growth. And one of the things
Yes.
that we talked about was being able to, read and to explore and to do things that are going to help to broaden our base, that are going to help us
Yes.
to help us to grow. And
Yes.
part of that is learning new things
Learning
and
new things.
taking courses and doing things that are going to help to, help us to level up. Keep leveling
Yes.
up. I'm doing a course as well, and so I'm excited about that, and we'll hopefully in several weeks be able to share that information as well. So,
Yeah. Oh,
it's
that's not this class though. This is a NAMI.
no,
Oh, okay. I'm about to say that's not NAMI, girl.
no.
Good.
No.
Okay.
So just working on some things in
Working
the
on some
background.
things. Oh
Always,
God.
always. Okay. And that's a beautiful segue into what we're going to be talking about tonight. And
Yeah.
tonight we're going to be talking about the importance of self-care and
Yes.
filling your cup
Filling your
first.
cup.
all about doing things that are going to talk about self care. At the end of each one of my 365-day challenges, I say be sure to sprinkle self love and self care all over yourself. And
Yes.
that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about how we're going about filling our cup first. It's
Yes.
all about filling our cups first. So let's go ahead and get the slides going.
Yeah. You know, Kim, the reason I'm really excited that we're talking about this tonight is I've noticed lately that a lot of people are confusing self love for self care or self care for self love. 9 times out of 10, they feel like if they do things to care for themselves, then I love myself. But that's not always necessarily true.
True.
That is not necessarily true. So we wanted to stress the importance of self-care. It
Yes.
can become a form of self-love, absolutely. But lots of people go and get their nails done, hair done, all the things that they feel like is a form of self-care and self-love, but they still don't quite love themselves and
Right,
still
right.
find
And some people
themselves
that's
in
just maintenance. That's
situations.
not really love. Is it really filling your cup?
Is it filling
You
your
don't
cup?
do that. Or is that just to put on a facade for others to say, oh, look, your hair is nice, your nails are nice. Yeah, but
Right.
it's really something that you embrace. Is that something that's really filling your cup? And just like you said, there is that difference
Yes.
between self care and self love. That's why I say sprinkle self care and self love.
Hmm.
They're not interchangeable. Just like
That's
you said, they're
right.
different. But we're going to be focusing, like you said, on self care tonight. So let me go ahead and
Absolutely.
get us started with that first slide. You can start us off, my dear.
Sure. So tonight we're going to redefine self-care. So self-care is not selfish. Ooh. Y'all hear that? Self-care is not selfish. It's self-sustaining. A lot of people feel like the moment you tell them to do something for themselves or be intentionally mindful to take care of themselves first, they think they're being selfish.
Right.
It's not.
Nope.
Is to help you feel good on a daily and consistent basis. The better you feel, the better people around you feel.
Right.
Believe it or not, we think it's this martyr thing where we feel like if we fall on the sword first and everybody else is okay, that we're doing them a favor. How about nobody fall on the sword?
Right.
What you
Right.
think about that one, Kim?
Okay. Self care, like you said, it's not selfish, it's self sustaining because, again, like we always say, you can't pour from an empty cup. How can I give you my best if I'm not functioning at my best?
Right.
If I'm not functioning at my optimal level, how am I going to be able to support and assist you?
Yes.
Okay, so if I can't, if I, it's not selfish for me to want to take care of myself. If I want to exercise and eat right or do something like that so that I can run behind my grandchild, okay, that's not being selfish.
Right.
Okay, I'm taking care of myself so that I can give the best of myself. And I
Yeah.
can't do that if I'm neglecting myself.
Come on.
How is that possible?
Girl. And I love this next one. It's about preventing burnout, not just recovering from it. People, we tend to be, you know, reactive versus proactive.
Absolutely.
Self care is proactive. Like you're doing the thing before it becomes a thing. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So when you're doing self care on a daily basis, and again, this doesn't have to be a massive thing like I'm going on a trip to Australia or
Right.
anything like that, or I need to go on the beach and you live in the middle of the United States where there's no beach, no salt water, and you really can't afford to do that on a daily basis.
Right.
You find the things that you can do every single day that makes you feel good, because sweets and stuff like that, we don't suggest those as a form of self care
Yeah.
because they're a fake high. But
Right.
there are things that make you feel good on a daily basis. And that helps prevent you from burning out. That way you're not trying to recover from burnout. I have a friend right now who had to take weeks off from
Wow.
work,
Wow.
FMLA.
Mm.
Thankfully, they're paying her the whole entire time, but because she's burnt out. And
Yeah.
so if you're not taking care and replenishing and refilling that cup on a daily basis, that's eventually what happens. And it's just something we have to learn. There's no judgment zone here, but it's something you have to learn over time. Be proactive versus reactive.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like you said, because it's and that's part again of that first part where it says it's self-sustaining. Okay, you're creating things, as your toolbox essentialist.
Yes.
Okay, I'm always going to talk about what are those things that we can put in our toolbox again that you're going to do that are going to keep you from reacting opposed to responding.
Right.
You have to wait. It's not once you're down in the trenches, it's very hard to see your way out.
It's
When you're in the
hard.
midst of that storm, it's hard to see your way out.
It is
But
hard.
when you put certain measures in place,
Yeah.
I'm always, meditating, or I'm always taking those deep cleansing breaths during the
Yeah.
course of the day. So that way when I feel those triggers coming, I've already got things and systems
Already.
in place. So it's not that matter of recovering from it. I'm already attacking it before it gets there.
Yeah. Eat before it even starts.
So I love that. I love that one. Just like you say, you're preventing the burnout. A
Yeah.
burnout, not waiting for we don't always have to wait until something happens.
Mm-mm.
It's taking those preventive measures to do things. Just like you go and you get your car tuned up just in case something happens. And not that necessarily something is wrong. It's
Right.
just time to check it. It's the same thing with yourself. How are you checking in with yourself to see how
Yes.
things are going? Not waiting until you're in the ER. You're going and you're doing things that you need to do. Okay, wait a minute. I feel a little pinch or something. I feel something going on. I need to go and check on that.
Yeah.
That's where you're going and you're taking your annual physical. You're not waiting until something is wrong with you before you go and do something about it.
Exactly.
You're just taking those steps to make sure that things are operating okay in the meantime.
I was just thinking about it today. I need to schedule my annual physical because
Yes,
don't nobody have time. Nobody has time to be trying to recover from nothing.
that's right. Right,
Okay.
because what happens if you don't take the time? Time is going to take it for you.
It's gonna take it for you.
Okay.
Been there, done that. But yeah. So self care looks different for everyone. It might mean saying no. Sometimes saying no is self care. I
Please.
can't do that this time. Somebody asked me to be a part, and I'm still debating about it. But I have so much going on, but they want me to be a part of a committee. And a larger part of me wants to say no, because I don't want to overwhelm myself, right? Another part looks like resting for some people, journaling, or just reconnecting with what you're passionate about. Y'all know I love to make pillows. I sell my pillows, I make pillows. That is a very meditative, contemplative, and peaceful state for me. So when I do it, I don't care if y'all buy none of them. It makes me feel good. You better buy it. Okay. I take it back. I care. But yeah, Kim, doesn't it look different?
It does. It looks different for everybody. Everybody, we're all individuals.
Hmm.
And there are certain things that are going to, certain things that are going to trigger some people, and there are certain things that are going to help us to get to a place of peace or a place
Yes.
of joy.
Yes.
We always talk about COPE, and that's the acronym for create our peaceful existence.
Yep.
What does creating a peaceful existence look like to you? Okay. I love that it says saying no because, as we always mention, no is a complete sentence.
Complete sentence.
And to me, I wrap it into that first thing about self-care not being selfish. I say no, in order for me to give, I'm not going to be able to give my best to you if I say yes right now. So I'm going to have to
Right.
say no,
I'm gonna have to say
you
no.
know because I want to be able to do it in the best possible way for you. But if
Yeah.
I'm exhausted, if I just don't have the resources that I
Yeah.
need, I'm not going to be able to do it in the way that would be representative of how I do things. So I'm going to say no.
Yep.
And it's okay to say no
It's
now.
okay to say
It's
no.
okay to say no,
Yep.
you know? And then just like you said, some people feel like resting is, oh, well, I'm being lazy.
Yep.
No, you're responding to your body. Your body is saying, lay it down, go sit down
Sit
somewhere.
down.
That's what that sat it down. That's what
That's
your
what it,
body is
that's what everybody's
saying.
saying.
And we can't feel, and I know people who feel guilty
I
about
used to.
resting.
I used to.
I didn't do anything today. All I did was lay around. That's what your body need. You needed to be able to restore. You need to be
Yes.
able to recuperate.
Yes.
And we can't feel bad about the fact that our body is saying lay down. And the older we get, the more your body is gonna be like, okay, all right, girl. No, you can't be running around like you used to do.
Like you used to. Sit
Okay.
down.
You used to be able to think you could run all day and run all night. No, I run a couple of hours now. Be like, okay, it's nap time, and then
We
around
lay
the same way,
down.
I need to go and lay it down.
When are we laying down?
All of these things, and sometimes it's a combination of things
Yeah.
that are going to be self care for you. It's not doesn't have to be just one thing. It can be a combination. It can be a combination of all of those things. You
Yes.
know, so
Yeah.
it's a beautiful symphony that you're creating. That is the
Absolutely.
music of your life. You
Absolutely.
get to pick the instruments that are going to make that music for your life. And
Period.
what does it sound like? And it's going to sound different for everybody.
This. Oh, my screen scared me. I thought it was going dead. I know.
That's it.
I'm plugged up.
Okay, be plugged in. Okay. I'd
Look a
be like,
little bit. Look a little dim there. Wait a minute.
what? All right. Let's move on.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Why self care matters. Okay. It says when you neglect yourself, your mental, emotional, and even physical health suffers.
Oh my
You know,
God.
I love this. You know, I love it because it's
Yes,
because they are all interconnected.
they are.
You cannot have one without the other.
Hmm.
Okay? Because if things begin to affect you mentally,
Yeah.
it's going to wear on your mind and it's
Yes.
going to start to wear on your body in the
Yes.
form of stress. Because, like you said, we have mental stress and then our body begins to react to that stress. We begin to lock up. You know, when they say take that deep breath, and then you didn't even realize that your shoulders were hunched up, you didn't even realize that your face, or that your jaw was locked.
Yeah.
All of these things begin to become intertwined,
See.
and then you begin to react emotionally. Some people react in a form of anger. Some people react in the form of tears, and wait, your body just shuts down. So all of those things begin to suffer when you
Absolutely.
neglect yourself altogether.
Yes.
Everything begins to fall apart. It may take time. It may start out mentally, but then as you start to wear out certain parts of your body, as you start to wear out physically, it begins to affect you emotionally. It begins to affect you mentally. Think about if you start losing limbs or you start having issues with,
Come on.
all of a sudden you can't function because you're getting older. You can't, your legs start to get, your knees start to give out. It
Yeah.
begins to affect your mind. It begins to
Exactly.
affect you emotionally because now you're thinking, I can't do the things I used to do.
Exactly.
It wears you out completely
Yep.
in every single area of your life. So it's important that you take care of yourself.
Absolutely. I know people who have had strokes behind this, but behind worrying about everybody else.
Right.
And they truly were busybodies. They wanted to always be there. They also complained. That's another thing. That's part of that cycle. You do everything for everybody, then you complain nobody does anything for themselves.
Right. Right.
Now you're exhausted. Now there's nobody there to do nothing for you. Why? Because you was doing everything for everybody else. And so now you start feeling it physically. If you didn't feel it physically first, you felt it maybe emotionally first. I feel
Right.
abandoned. I feel like nobody cares about my needs. Then that's messing with your mind. Because then you start having these thoughts of, I'm not even gonna go there. Thoughts.
Right.
And then you that trickles into the physical. They can start any direction. You can have a physical ailment happen first.
Hmm.
Then all of a sudden that's messing with your mind. And then you start feeling depressed. Then your emotions are affected. That these they can come any way.
That's right.
But know that if you're neglecting any one of these areas, the other ones can suffer and probably will if you don't make self-care a priority.
Yeah.
You have to prioritize yourself. What I've learned about being a wife and learned about being a mother is that as women, we like to take care of everybody, or we just feel like it's our duty. I won't say like, I don't know, but we feel like it's our duty most of the time to make sure everybody's straight, everybody has what they need, the
Right.
household straight, the bills are paid, and then you do all this, and, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in shambles and in burnout. Guess what? You can actually still do all those things and feel good. Why? Because you took care of yourself.
Right.
You did things for yourself. You did not wait for the husband to come and tell you how beautiful you are. You did it yourself. You did not wait for the wife to go buy you some flowers or buy you some watches or whatever. You did some things for yourself that
Right.
made you feel good about yourself. That's pouring into your cup. You're fulfilling your needs.
Right.
And then in turn, they'll start doing it for you.
Right.
People do that. It really does happen that way.
Right. I was going to say you said something critical when you were talking about the fact that people, will say, "Oh, well, why, or why aren't they doing anything for me?"
Mhm.
Or they getting upset about that because remember, you're showing people how to treat you. So if you're neglecting yourself and others are neglecting you too, why are you mad at them?
Why are you mad at them?
They're just following suit. They're just doing what they see you doing. If they see you're neglecting yourself, then they feel like they can. Oh well, she don't care about herself. Well, I don't care about her either.
Yeah. And it's not even a conscious thought most of the time. It just automatically
Right,
falls in place that way, y'all. I
right,
wish I could explain the phenomenon, but it's truly what it is.
right,
You teach people how to treat you.
right. You can't get upset that people are neglecting you if you're neglecting yourself. You're
Yeah.
showing them how. If I'm taking care of myself and my body and my thing, then people are going to know how to treat me. If they see I'm taking good care of my skin, then when it comes time for my birthday or another occasion, they can say, "Girl, she taking care of that skin. I got you some lotions. I got you some this, that, and the third. Or you always smell good. So I
Yeah.
got." They're going to take
They're
their cues
aware.
from you. And that's why sometimes when it's time to give gifts and do things, people are like they don't know what to do for you because they don't see you doing
Do it
anything
for
for
yourself.
yourself.
Let me tell you how Kim know that I love me some Dunkin'.
Yes, I do.
You know, it's to me. So,
Yes, I do.
like my
Okay.
round self need to be in Dunkin', but in the drive-thru.
But I know that because I know that that's something that you enjoy. That's something that you love. I know that about you. And I
Mhm.
know that you've gotten it for yourself. And I know what your favorite thing is. And so when it comes time, I know what to do because I've seen what she does for herself. I see that she likes bags, or I see that she likes this or that, or I see that she likes shoes. I'm gonna go. You're showing people what it is that you love.
That you love.
And so if you're not doing that and you're neglecting yourself, they're going to do the same because they don't see you taking pride or care about
In you,
yourself.
period.
So they're following suit.
Yeah.
Just saying. All right. And then it says self care helps regulate stress, improve focus, and enhance emotional resilience.
Who don't need that?
Self regulation, coping, again, creating our peaceful existence. Okay. It helps us to regulate. Okay. It helps us to put tools in our toolbox that are going to help us to deal with stresses as they come. How
Yes.
are we dealing with those triggers? What do we even see them coming? You know, when
Yep.
we're setting up that self-care, and that self-care can include having a coach or having a therapist or having a counselor, somebody who we can talk to that's going to help us to regulate
Yes.
in those areas where we don't. And that comes with us being able to identify that we have certain issues.
Yes.
There are certain things that are going on, and that's knowing thyself. That's part of self-care, knowing yourself enough to
Yes.
say, okay, this is where I know I'm going to have stress because I know I'm having a lack of focus, or
Yes.
having I need help.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm going to be able to use self-care in that regard to help
Yes.
myself so that I can you know maintain some level of peace.
Yes. Yeah. So that enhanced emotional resilience. That's one I learned right after Cal passed away. Was because my first thought. No, what was crazy? My first thought after my husband passed, y'all, was I needed new tires. Like I went
Mm,
into a frenzy over new tires. Because in my mind, what if something happens? Who's going to pick me up outside the road?
right,
But it was my mind just responding to stress, right? And then even after that, I had two children when he left behind. So now I'm thinking about them. How am I going to make sure that they're bathed? I could barely do it for myself, right?
right,
Bathe them, all this stuff, make sure they're eating, make sure they're getting homework done, make sure they're going to school. Well, once I paused, because somebody had to say, girl, give yourself some grace. Stop trying to take care of everybody. Don't forget about yourself.
right,
I took that one little thing. Let me just take my shower daily. If that's all I can get done, shower and brush my teeth.
right,
I ain't funking up the joint no more.
mm,
Okay? Let's shower.
right.
Like, grief is a beast, y'all. So
Yes,
let
it
me
is.
just do that. That self care began to build emotional resilience in me.
Mhm.
because I had to bear witness to being conscious of doing a thing for me. So the more I had to slowly build them things back up. The next thing might have just been put lotion on because I was ashy every time. I don't care. I was clean. I
Right.
was clean. Then it
Right.
was put lotion on. Just small baby steps,
That's right.
making sure I moisturize my hair on a daily basis. Just little tiny steps that maybe start slowly. There is no really get back to yourself, but being able to re-enter and uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Engage in this
Right.
new life that I had to learn.
Right.
Because you can shut down all you want to. Your truth is still your truth. It's right here. The things we're going through are still true. The avoidance, the neglect for ourselves, the trying to take care of other people because we want to avoid our own problems
Right.
is not doing us any favor. That's why your stress isn't regulated. That's why you don't have good focus. You can't focus on nothing. And your emotional resilience is almost nil. You're falling apart in every corner because you're scared to just focus on you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot.
There's a lot.
It's a lot. And
But
it's like you
I
said,
want to make that impact. I want people to understand
absolutely.
how strong that is because self care is so important.
Yes. And this is why it matters. This is why it matters. Just for that very reason. Because we are going to experience all kinds of things. And we want to make
Period.
sure that we are in that space of being able to come back to
Come
ourselves.
back.
It's all about coming back to ourselves because when things happen, it can we're displaced for a moment because
Yes.
we don't know what box to put it in our lives. Where do we put this? Where does this go
Where's
when
this
it's
go?
something that we're not familiar with?
Yeah.
We have to have some place. We as human beings tend to want to find categories or places for things to go so that they can make sense.
Yes.
And it's a difficult thing to do when we don't have that level of self-care to be able to say, okay, I'm aware that something is going on, and
Right.
I don't know how to address it,
Hmm.
so I'm going to ask for that help.
Hmm.
Okay, and then just like we said earlier, you can't pour from an empty cup. Self-care allows you to show up better for others, and we just talked about that. I
Hmm.
can't be the best person for you in this situation because I'm run down. I'm tired.
Yes.
I don't have the resources that I need to give to you because
Right.
I'm worn out. And we keep saying, yeah, we'll do it, even though we know we got $3 worth of gas in our car. Yeah, I'll go and do it. Yeah, I'll go and do it. No,
I'll
you're
come
tired.
across town.
Right. No, you're tired. You
Mhm.
stress out. You don't feel like doing it. And instead of saying no, we just add more burden to what's going on already by simply not
Exactly.
saying no. So we just keep on dipping into that cup and there's nothing in there. You're
Yeah.
scraping the bottom and there's nothing in there and we still saying yes because we don't want to disappoint.
Absolutely. See what my thing about an empty cup, y'all not get nothing out my cup. I work so hard at self care that you getting from the overflow.
Amen.
You get what falls out the cup, and it's
Right.
still good. There's some good stuff out there. You better
Yes,
catch it.
it
All
is.
right.
That's right.
I prefer to fill myself up so much.
That's
And
right.
then even that's the fulfillment of the work that I do in the world. Not everybody has that luxury. And I don't know if I consider it a luxury every day, but it's still wanting the desire to show up as how I know God created me to be. This life coach, this person who's helping people feel empowered, be able to gain control over their lives and things like that, have the resources that they need.
Right.
That feels good to me, but that's still caring for other people, right?
That's right.
So I still have to be mindful of Sharonda, what makes you feel good? What makes you Sharonda? Not Sharonda, the mother, the girlfriend, the life coach, the nothing else. You is that little girl that came from Gwen and Herb back in 1979. You, what makes you feel good? And the moment that I do that consistently, my cup overflows. So I don't have to pour out to my children or nobody else around me from the cup because that's my backup.
Right.
Because like Kim said, things are going to happen in life.
That's right.
Things are going. They're just. It's just the nature of the beast. But what I learned is, if the cup isn't dang near empty when this thing shows up, I'm not scraping the bottom. I'm talking about trying to look for something to sip on.
That's right.
So
That's right.
it's important for y'all to understand that cup cannot be empty.
That's right. That's
Love on
right.
you every day, baby. Do something.
Just like you said, because sometimes people are not going to value you as an individual. And that's where you're going to have to speak over yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so, just like you say, you can't do that from an empty cup. You have to do from a place of overflow.
Yes.
And Sharonda knows I've always said, when you do from a space of overflow and you're giving in that overflow, now you both have something.
Now you both have some.
And you can cheers to us.
Enjoy it.
Because now you've got some in yours and I've got some. I don't have any animosity towards you because you've taken everything out of my cup and you have everything and I have nothing. It's definitely that overflow. So that we both have something to celebrate. We both have cups that are full. And now, and just when things get to that point where you're not feeling valued or you're not feeling your self-worth, you can go back into that cup because there's something there.
There's something there.
You know, we can't speak over ourselves if we have nothing to say. There's no words, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So we have to be able to reach back. I love that. I love that. Okay, you want to do the last one?
I'll let you read the quote.
I love this quote by
Yes.
L.R. Nost is what it says. It says, taking care of yourself doesn't mean me first. It means me too. One more time. Taking care of yourself doesn't mean me first. It means me too. When people start talking about that, oh, I'm a people person. Well, you're one of those people. Okay? You're one of those people. You're doing it in addition to
Yes.
I'm loving on myself so that we can love on each other as well.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's
Yes.
coming. It's a we. It's a us.
It's a us.
No, it doesn't mean me first. It doesn't mean I'm pushing everybody else
Yes.
aside. No, I'm doing this so that we can all benefit from what it is that we're doing. When
Absolutely.
that cup run the thing over.
Yes. Yes. Run a thing.
One thing over. Your thoughts.
Yes. I mean, you said it all. It's not me first. That's what the other slide talked about. It's not selfish.
Yeah,
Stop thinking about, oh, if I do this for me, then such and such may not, or I might not be able to. So my kids, this is how I think I had to classify it. Do my kids have somewhere to sleep? Are they clean? Are their lights on? Are they fed? If I know and they got a bunch of all of that, okay, that's done. What can I do for me now?
Right.
I don't immediately start looking for more things to do for them. I need my children to know, I need to know they have the basics. I need them to know they have what they need. Because even when I don't care if I do have the money sometimes, I'm like, do you need that now?
Right.
So they can learn the difference between the necessity and a desire. I just want it. I do that first. And then for me, it may be just time. Maybe today I don't want to sit and read a book. I need to go sit in the tub with myself, mostly for these joints, but also for me. So quiet time. I don't have to hear no noises, no mommies, Miles. I mean, Kyle, mommy. That's how you like to call me. Mommy. Mommy.
I love it. I love it.
I want to hear that for a moment. You know what I'm saying? So those type of things. Peace, yo.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. And then I think of the Me Too. It's like doing something where you get enjoyment from it too. This past weekend, we went to go annually we go to either like the corn maze or we do something. So I went to the corn maze. We took my grandbaby and my husband and my daughter went, but we had such a good time. All of us had a good time. We were going for different reasons. My grandbaby loves to go for that doggone corn maze. She is all about the corn maze and wanting to go through the corn maze. Okay, so we do that. And this one had real corn. It wasn't no little blow up corn maze like the one last year. It was real corn. And she was like,
I love those.
Yeah, it's corn. And I was like, what? Okay. Now the way my legs are set up, I was like, I don't want to be walking through this corn maze forever. I was like, no, thank you. However, I'm all about that doggone. What is it? The little Oh my goodness! Now the name just escaped me. What is the name? Oh, the funnel cake. We can go to the corn maze, but I was all about that funnel cake. I was like, yes. My husband was all about like the street corn. Yes. My daughter like, oh, I want to go and see the little animals. There was something for each one of us. So we all walked away like, yay, this was fun. This was something that we can do. So it wasn't just about I just want to go for the funnel cake. No, we're going because there's something for everyone.
Everyone,
So we can
everybody
all
cups
go
got
and do
full.
something and we're all coming out satisfied. It's not like we just did it. We could have said, oh, well, we just did it for the grandbaby. No, we did it for us too. Because I went and
Yep.
got something out of that. First thing I did was let's go on that line and get that funnel cake while she's going over to
Yes.
that corn maze. I was all about it.
Yep.
Kawanda's like, oh yes, I'm all about the
Yeah.
funnel cake. Okay, I'm serious about that. Okay,
Yeah.
and then had
It's
all
not
those
selfish. Be
fried
cool.
Oreos and all those things. There was something for
Hmm.
everyone. I'm looking at, okay, what is something that we can all enjoy? It's not just a matter of putting it all on, oh, it has to be for everybody else. What is it? What is that a part of that I enjoy?
Right.
If you're going out and you're doing sports with your kids, what is it about the being outside or being, is it the camaraderie with the other parents?
Yeah.
Is it the getting the snacks and stuff like that? What is it that's a part of what you're doing for somebody else that you enjoy as
That
well?
you
Because you're
enjoy
gonna be
too.
more inclined to do it, if you do that. And that way you're satisfying yourself too. You're getting something out of the deal too. And it's not
Yeah.
being selfish. It's something I enjoy. Did I need that funnel cake? No. Did I eat it? Yes, I did. And licked every one of my fingers. And I don't feel
Yeah.
no regrets. No regrets. So you know what I'm saying? So it's something,
Yes.
it's me too. You're doing something in addition. You're doing it for you. It's not just pushing everybody to the side. What is it that others can get out of it as well?
And Kim made a good point just now. Th- You don't always have to go looking for something to do to consider self care. There are things that you already do
Right.
that you could change your mindset around and consider it a form of self care. Having a job is a form of self care.
Yes.
Learning to appreciate that job will make you see it that way.
That's right.
Why? Because it affords your ability to do certain things. Maybe
That's right.
not everything you want to do, but the
Right.
mere fact that, just sit back for a minute. You know what, Lord? These people get on my nerves. Because Kim said it today. Not the people get on my nerves, but she said, I'm grateful for my job.
Grateful.
I'm grateful. My money's still coming in steady. So that just finding that bit of gratitude will release stress off of you.
That's right.
That's part of that practice. Being grateful is part of your self care
That's
because
right.
you don't have to feel so stressed out about everything. I get tired of people complaining about the things that they bring into their own lives or that they need or
Mhm.
that's sustaining their lifestyle. Get over it until you can do something about it. You're going to stress yourself out. That
That's right.
again, going back to people have strokes over these jobs and stuff, y'all. People are having strokes from always
Mhm.
complaining about something that is actually benefiting you. If it's not benefiting you, then you need to stop doing it anyway. What you doing it for?
There you go.
You're not
There you
doing
go.
yourself any favors. So there's things that already exist that you just have to shift your mindset about and be like, you know
That's
what?
right.
I do appreciate this thing.
That's
It
right.
does help me care for myself in X, Y, and Z ways.
That's right. That's right. I love that. An excellent point. Excellent point. All right, let's move on.
Oh yes, I slipped the mindfulness exercise in on y'all real quick. All right, so everybody get comfortable wherever you are.
Yes.
You got to adjust my little hip a little bit. We're gonna pause for a moment.
Yes.
Take one deep breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Now ask yourself, what do I need right now? Ask yourself, what do I need right now? If anybody's in the room, you can share if you would like to.
Yes. What is it you need?
What do I need right now? Kim, did you come up with anything?
You know what's so funny? It's a chilly day here. I need a hug.
Oh,
I just need a hug. Okay, that's it.
yeah.
And once this is over, my grandbaby is gonna be out there, and she's
You
gonna
should
be
go
like,
ahead.
"Anna." She's gonna bring it in for that hug.
That
She
big
gives
hug.
hugs.
Kim gives the best hugs. Oh my God, y'all. Like an octopus. I swear, six more arms come out, and you're engulfed. You just
I think so. Like, yeah, good.
want to go
She's
sleep.
right.
It's the best place to be. You and G. I don't even know what that is.
And that's okay. And I do it for myself too because I love giving hugs, but I love to receive them too.
Receive them.
There's just something, and they're just like, there's something in that hug. I'm getting it too.
You see?
I'm getting it. Yes. So it works for both. But yes, all about the
Yeah.
hugs. So that's what I need. Right now, I just need a hug. It's a little chilly in here. These nights
Yeah.
are going to start getting a little cold. I'm going to need them hugs. I
Yeah.
told my husband, hey, I have them cuddles on deck. So
Yep.
he's ready. He's
He's
ready.
ready. For me, it's my bed. And it's not even I just want to go to sleep feeling. That is like my place of solace.
Respite.
You said it's intentional. What I wash my sheets and blanket in, the mattress that we have, the temperature that I keep the house on, get to rub my feet together real quick, about to start a friction fire up under the covers, child. I'll be in there nice and calm. And it's just like you said, that's the type of day it was today in Atlanta. It was
Yes.
gloomy, it rained the entire day. Even
Oh,
this whole all week is supposed to stay in the 50s.
yes.
Up
Cold.
under my covers. But that's a form of self-care. That's why I said some things we already do.
That's right.
But that's a place of I am grateful for having a bed because I know what it feels like to not have one. And I know there's people out there who don't have one right now.
That's right.
So to be able to slide in there, I got 8 pillows, judge your mama. I got 8 pillows on my bed. And the G call it
Cold
my
for you,
fort.
Mama.
But I put 2 pillows behind my back, one on this side, one on this side. And I just build myself up there and be nice and snug.
I have a snuggie. I have a snuggie.
Yep.
Yes, I do. I have a snuggie, and I wrap myself up. All I'm just saying is, I'm a cocoon. At night, I should come out. I should emerge as a butterfly in
Butterfly
the
every
morning
day. Every day.
because I am wrapped so tight in them sheets and blankets every day that I should come out as a black butterfly. That's what I should. I just come out and be like, that's how I should come out every morning because I
The
am mummified.
monarch.
I am just all wrapped up.
Yes.
Yes, and I just stay wrapped up. There's something about that level of comfort. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's mindfulness. Mindfulness is awareness of this moment. Mindfulness is being aware of what your needs are in any given moment. Not always being concerned about, I know you get off from work, what do the kids need? What do I need to do for dinner? But make sure you ask yourself, what do I need?
Right.
What do I, if it's a hug, get somebody as soon as they walk in the door to hug you. They may not even know why you want this hug today. I just need a hug. And that's how you begin taking care of
Yeah.
yourself, doing the things you need to do that feels good. That's the beginning of self-care.
Right. And
It's
then, like,
listening to yourself.
just like you said, it's not something that has to be scheduled. Oh, okay,
Mm,
I have to go and schedule it, or it has to be something that you have to call, or it has to be something. A hug don't cost me nothing. It's
yeah.
free.
Yep.
It's free. And so we think about what are the little things.
Hmm.
Sometimes it could be something as simple as taking your shoes off under your desk. What? Take them shoes off just to let your feet stretch out, and that's a little bit of comfort. I go into my office, it's like a meat locker in there. I'm turning on when I go into my office in the morning. I turn on. I have like a little waterfall, so I have a little
Yeah.
fountain. Okay, I turn my heater on.
Mhm.
Okay, I've got my affirmation sitting on there, and I've just created cozy. Some days I light a candle. I spray my sage every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but those are the little things that I do that just help to set the tone
Set the
for
tone.
my office, and then I'm comfortable. Play a little smooth jazz in the background, and now I'm ready to go ahead and get in work. It's work. But
Yeah.
when people come into my office, they're like, it's like a little spa up in here. And I'm like, yes, it is. So close the door on your way out. Out.
See somehow.
Bye bye. Okay, because I've created those things that bring me a little bit of pleasure, and I do that every day, and it sets the tone for my day. I don't have to sit there. I can have 1,001 things to do, but I've already set the tone for how my day is going to go based on those little things that I set up as soon as I walk in the door.
That's it. Like Kim said, it doesn't have to be planned, but what it does have to be is intentional. You have to be aware that it is your self-care. That's what
Okay.
we call mindfulness. You need to know everybody gets in the bed every day who have them. But if you get into it with the gratitude that now my body gets to you get to feel the whole experience of your
Oh,
body relaxing and
yes.
all of that good stuff. If you let yourself be aware.
That's it. That's it. All right. I was looking at Yo, and she was saying that I need to remember why I had to rehome. my emotional support animal this
I
weekend.
know. I'm sorry. I
Yes.
saw that. Yo, I'm so sorry. It's for a good reason. Her new grandbaby's allergic to the dog.
Oh,
So she had to rehome.
sorry.
But yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Maybe you can find something else that can help be an emotional support for you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm sending energy out to you for that. There'll be something else you can do, say, feel, or whatever that's going to help support you the way your doggy did until you can do it again.
Yes, and like you said, finding those little things of comfort. Something that I did while I was recovering from my surgery, when I had skin removal, excess skin removal surgery from my weight loss. One thing that I picked up that, because I was like, I'm sitting here, I love to read, and then after a while, I was just like, okay, I've been reading so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I started latch hooking. I got latch hook rugs. You used to do when you were a
Yes.
kid. I hadn't done those in
Oh
years,
my
and
God.
I think I was in Joann's, or I was in one of those stores, and or Michael's, or one of those stores, and I saw them, and I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna make a rug, and so I was doing the latch hooking, and it was so much fun, and I got like I forgot the name of the thing, Lilo and Stitch. Well, Stitch is the little blue thing. It
Yeah.
was a little rug like that, and my
Oh,
grandbaby
I
loves
used to
that. And
love
so
latch.
even after I latch hooked, then I was able to give the little rug to my
With
grandbaby, and
your
she
baby.
I love it. So it was something that was therapeutic for me, and then it was something that she had an opportunity to enjoy too. So there was a twofer.
Your
She got something out of
twofer.
it, and I got something out of it. It
I
was
love it.
doing something that that reminded me of my childhood. That was
Yeah.
something I used to make big ones.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. You're finding something that you love, or something that reminds you of a special time in your life where you had joy and
Yeah.
happiness,
Hmm.
and that was something, it took me right back to
I
being a
love.
kid again. And so I loved that. I loved that. That was
Yes.
something I did that. I
Yeah.
see this name. Yo said yes, journaling and hugging that
Hugging that
baby.
baby. That's okay. That's what you found. Good.
Yes.
Make
Yes.
blankets. Get it, yo.
Yeah, girl, do it. Do it. I've been looking at the crocheting. I used to make those little. Did you ever used to make those little toilet tissue covers? They're like little hats, hats for your toilet tissue.
I never made the toilet tissue cup, but I used
We
to make
used
a
to
bunch
make
of blankets with crochet and a
all of them.
bunch
Yes, or
until
even
I
just
got bored with
crocheting
it.
a
Yeah,
scarf.
half blanket, half blanket.
Yeah. All those things. I used to let, and if it wasn't for my eyes, I used to like to do the needlepoint. You know where you used to do the
Oh,
needle.
see, I've
I
never
used
done
to love those.
needlepoint.
I used to
Oh
love
my
those.
god!
My vision, but they have little magnifiers and stuff like that. But there are
Well,
all kinds of things that you can
there's
do
things
that
you
are
could
going to help you.
do.
Okay, yo was like, yes, okay, I
Yeah,
remember those. All those things, but
yeah,
they bring that, when you think about those, it makes you laugh, it makes you smile, because it brings back joyful memories.
it
It brings back memories of
does.
our past, and these are things that we go out, spend $5 and go and get something like that, and have that little piece of your past come back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we stop here? I want to stop the slides here so we can do a part two of this next week. I think it'll be good because I
Okay.
don't want to rush through these next topics. But yeah,
Okay.
just keeping them, just continuing in this conversation. Somebody gave me a sewing machine.
Ah,
I want to learn how to make moo-moos.
child,
I want to make
I will be your first customer.
I want
You
I
know I
don't
love
want
a
to
good
just make
movie.
moo I want to learn how to make like a matching set for the husband to have like his pants match the moo color. Like
I like that.
I've been looking at some patterns and stuff, so it's gonna
Okay, and it was like, what do you want to call it? What do you want to call it? He's like a moo, and then what do you call his? A momo? What do you call it? We got to figure out what to
be
call it.
no.
Okay, we got to figure out what to
We gotta
call it.
figure it out.
Okay, you onto something. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Yo said it did make me smile. It says, and a coloring book. I love to color. Ciao.
Yes.
Yes. All of these things are coming back because they remind us of our childhood.
You'll say I
Okay.
need the
And you
pants.
just need the pants. All right. All right. For real. Just saying. Just
Kim,
saying. That and the wife beater.
look,
Okay.
I'm gonna
That'll
say,
do
wait a
it.
minute, do we need to start a new business again? Do we need to put this investment
Okay.
together?
Look, you're onto something. Don't take our ideas, people. Don't take our ideas. Look, I'm like,
They can have it. We got to record it. It's
keep
recorded.
it on the hush. Right. But
It's
that's it.
time stamped.
All of these things, when we think about self care, what are some things that we can do that are going to evoke those wonderful feelings, that
Feeling.
joyful feeling that we
Yeah,
had?
just going outside and I'm under 1,000,003 trees.
So am I. 900
Go out there
times.
and kick through the leaves. Because I love the fall. I like the crunch of
Yes.
leaves and all that. It reminds me of when I was a child. You know, the little girl and just walking down the street, just kicking some leaves. I love
Yes.
little stuff like that.
Yes.
I don't know why I haven't raked all of them together yet and let the kids. Because
Yes.
I think too hard now. I'll be like, there's gonna be a bug. I don't know.
I can't wait because I have a what's it? I have a the little fire pit.
Oh
I
yeah,
want to
I
just
have
go
my
to be
fire pit
able to
too,
sit in front of the fire pit in
and I
front of
let them
that
roast
that
marshmallows.
yes,
We
all the
go right out
things. Okay,
there.
make s'mores and
Or-
just sit out there and just
I don't want to talk
even
about that
just
part.
having a time of meditation,
Yeah,
just to sit and just that fire, just to see that flame, and
that's
just make
fine.
sure it doesn't get too high. Because like you said, I'm surrounded by trees too. I don't want any of the trees to catch on fire. So
Okay.
keep it low,
Yeah, I'm
keep
glad
it
to keep
low.
the cutters down.
Mhm.
So,
But
mhm.
all those things, there are so many ways in which we can express self-care.
Oh drink your water. Buy the cutest water cup. Just buy a cute. It don't have to be in a $50 cup. Dollar Tree has some of the cutest glasses and cups
All the things.
and something
Five
that you
Below,
can reach
all the
with,
stores.
and you
Yeah.
can write your affirmations on them. You get the right ones, and you get a dry erase board. You can put a different affirmation on the outside of your water cup, and every time you drink up that thing, you have to read your affirmation. Self care.
I love that. I
It's
love
self
that. Releasing things. Just like we were talking about that fire pit, putting
care.
those things that no longer serve you, writing it down that piece of paper and throwing it in that fire pit.
Yeah,
Releasing it, letting
listen.
it go. Yo says what she says, camping in the living room. Yes.
Yes, I forgot.
Making a fort. What?
Ooh, I don't know if I can get off the floor. It'd be pap, pap, pap. You know, there's going to be gunshots going through the house while I'm trying to get off the floor. But I'll sleep on the couch with the kids. We do watch a little
Yes.
movie, and I like that.
Oh my goodness.
I
Look at that.
like
But like I said, it makes you smile when you
it.
think about the
Does
ways that you can the thing don't cost you nothing to put a blanket over
nothing.
a chair
Put a
and
blanket
call
on
it a fort. Okay. It
here's the
costs you
fort.
nothing. It costs you nothing.
It's
So I
just
love that.
fun. Those things that make you feel yummy. That's the best word I could come up with. Is
Yes.
yummy.
Yes.
Child, I'll make some peanut butter cookies in a minute. I always got peanut butter around. And there's three ingredients: peanut butter, eggs, and sugar. That's
Yes.
it. I learned that a long time ago. My mother had this recipe books. Back when people had the thick recipe books.
Yes.
I went through there, found that thing, and I make it to this day for the kids. Just for one of those days you want to have a little something that's warm. It
Yeah.
feels homey. It's a homey feeling behind homemade peanut butter cookies.
Child, that made me think about back in the day when we used to go with my grandma to the church and we would get fruits and vegetables like that. And then and that's when they used to give out that cheese and they used to give out the peanut butter. That's where I saw the recipe for the peanut butter. Like back in that
Ah,
little, no frills jar peanut butter. What?
do it
What?
with cashews and
So
pecans.
if it wasn't eating that, you was eating them big old thick grilled cheese sandwiches with that bologna on it. Stop playing. All those little things. That's even though we're talking
Yeah,
about
all the pecans and walnuts they used to put with them that fruit.
what? There are so many ways, and we do self care is not food, but it's the
The
emotion
emotion, the
that it
feeling.
evokes. Just thinking about doing those things made me smile, made me feel good. I'm like, yes, because it reminded me of a time when I was carefree,
Yes,
when I was loving on me,
yes.
and it didn't cost me anything. But now I have those wonderful memories that can take me back to that
To
space.
that space.
I love that. I love that.
There's a chai tea. It's chocolate chai tea. Oh
Yes.
my gosh. And
What?
you could add, and I'll add some oat milk or something like that to it. And a little agave. See, I switched it up from the hot chocolate because I don't need my blood sugar to be through the roof.
Right.
They have a chai tea that's chocolate.
I need to write that down.
You need
Look,
to
I'm
write
looking
that
at
down,
got
sugar.
a pen right here and paper. I'm like, hello.
Yes. So you throw a little almond milk, oat milk in there
She
with it.
said some mustard
That's a
and a
mustard and
fried
fried
egg.
egg
You
on
trying
them
to stop?
sandwiches. Yo, don't do it. She
Chat, what?
that's how you know somebody know. That's how you know somebody know.
Like you said,
Yes.
and them burn marks. You ain't lying.
Yes.
You
The
ain't
bird.
lying. Yes, friend.
Yes.
Yes. All
You
the
gotta get it
things.
grilled. Gotta get the
All the
grill
things.
mark.
I don't even eat pork or beef anymore. I don't eat those things. But just the
Yeah.
thoughts, just the
Yeah.
memories That was enough.
They got chicken bologna. They got chicken bologna, baby.
Look, I don't know. I don't know about that, but
I
okay.
know. You know what's in the
But,
bologna. I know.
but
You know.
just
But
just
the thought, you can smell it. Those
yes,
things that evoke your senses. Those things that smell like Kim knows about me too. Every year around this time, I get a cinnamon broom or two.
oh yes,
The cinnamon brooms they sell in Kroger for about $5. I always have one hanging up in my house because
yes,
of the smell. It's the holiday smell. It's
mhm,
those things. The Christmas tree. I want a real Christmas tree this year. Those
yeah,
things and that legit is a form of self care for me. My favorite
yes.
time is when my husband was still here, and we went. I found a Christmas tree farm, and he cut the tree down himself. I
Wow.
stood at the top and held it while he saw through this tree, and the smell over going home. Oh yeah, it made you
Mhm.
feel good. Okay, she said you don't have to
That's
eat it,
it.
but
There
you
are
gonna
so
feel.
many ways in which we could fill our cups. There's
Yep,
so many
there's so many
ways.
ways.
Sometimes it's just a memory, just like you said, pulling out that latch hook, pulling out something all like that, pulling out a crayon and a coloring book and coloring. All
Yes,
those things. It doesn't have to be a physical thing.
it doesn't.
We can have self-care mentally just by
Absolutely.
our thoughts and just by the things we did. Look at that beautiful memory. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I know I feel good just talking about that. I'm like, oh, okay, now am I gonna go get my hugs? I'm gonna be sitting there like, okay, I might go on Amazon and have to order another few latch hook rugs or something like that. You
Something
find
like
it
that. Feel all nostalgic now.
all
But
nostalgic. Now
but
I'm
it's a
going
good
to
thing. You pull those feelings into the present moment. It helps decrease your stress. Did anybody feel stressed in this conversation at all?
Mhm.
We didn't feel stressed when we were thinking about those great memories and those fun things we did, the coloring, all that stuff.
That time.
It forces you to abandon the feelings of what do I have to do next? Maybe this won't work out. I'm scared that I'm gonna lose her. I'm scared I'm gonna lose him. All that stuff goes away. Sit there and sip on that tea. Sit there and latch hook. Do the sewing. Do what feels good to you, so you can step away. When you come back to, everything's gonna still be there.
Trust.
Trust me. So give yourself some time to care for yourself. Uh, I love this conversation, Kim.
This was a good one.
Girl.
Yes.
Uh-huh,
I
uh-huh, uh-huh.
absolutely love it. All right. And if
Yes,
y'all love it now, make sure that y'all like, follow, share, subscribe to our YouTube channels. They've been scrolling across the bottom of the screen during this whole conversation. So make sure that you tap in. DM us. Let us know some things that you're doing to
yep,
take care of yourself as we go into part two next week of this conversation. Tell
yes,
us about some things that you're doing for self care, and maybe it's something that we can talk about live.
yes.
Mhm.
Why
Okay.
not? All right, y'all. So I love y'all. Thank you for joining. Kim, I love you.
I love
We
you
will
more.
see you guys next week. And until then, peace.
We say peace.